Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I am Melanie Carl, and this is a Let's Talk on The Division. Today, we are going to cover your underground caches, the new meta for the Dark Zone, and finish up with a word on the Dragon's Nest loot farming bug. And if you're over watching this on Triton Army, a big shout out to you guys. Welcome to the newest Let's Talk on The Division. And we are over on Gun Brothers Gaming, so if you want to come over and join us over on Gun Brothers Gaming, that would be awesome. So let's go ahead and get going into the news. Alright, agents, it is now day 3 of the Underground, and some people have just been burning through the Underground like they need to finish it before the end of the week because the Vision servers are shutting down or something. I personally want to take my time and use it as a means to getting the best loot and just relax and have a good time with it. I don't need to get to level 40, there's no reason to just sprint to level 40. Enjoy the content. Don't burn through it. But with that said, it's very possible that some of you, if not most of you, have been wasting your caches as you get them. Now, as I play with subscribers and matchmaking people, I have been talking to them, especially if their gear score is under a certain amount, and it has occurred to me that many of you are just opening your underground caches when you get them instead of waiting for the optimal gear score. So let me do you a quick PSA. Your gear score determines what you get out of your underground caches. Let me say that again. Your gear score determines what you get out of your underground caches. Now, I know some of you already know this, but for those who don't, if you are 219 and under, you are likely only getting 214 to 240 gear or a 204 weapon. That is horrible. Wait until you are above the gear score 219 to open your caches, because if you wait, I promise you will get the best gear possible and the best weapons possible. I would even say that you can wait till 225 or higher. The best way to start raising your gear score is to hit that weekly HVT for the week and at least get 2 pieces of 268 or a 268 and a 229 or some 240 gear. Now, you just need the gear score for doing this. You don't need to actually use it as your regular gear. You just need to gear up above 219 when you're opening those caches. So if you are below 219, keep those caches closed, open them up, equip your highest gear score possible, and open them. And then put back on the gear that you normally run with. The key takeaway here is to not waste your underground caches by opening them while you're under 219. Sure, you're going to get some of the new gear, but you're not going to get the max gear score that you could if you possibly opened them from 219 and above. I had a friend, he's 219, he opened his underground caches and he got 268. That's how I know it's a 219. He got 268 and a 229 weapon. That's how I know it's the cutoff. Some people will tell you it's 220. No, it is 219. Get your gear score up to 219. Save your stuff till then. I know it's really hard. You're burning a hole in your pocket, but just go ahead and wait. I promise you, you will thank me for it later. Now, you will notice that it tells you exactly what's inside each one as well. If it's a high end, there will be a note that says it's a high end underground cache. It will be a 229 weapon. If it's a mint over on the right side, it will be a 268 gear score set piece. And if you're over 219, when you open them, that is what you're going to get. My RNG is doing well. I've gotten such great loot. I was 228 when I first started doing underground, so I haven't wasted any of my underground caches, and a couple of my friends have, but they are now waiting until they have the optimal gear score. I ran some people through the HVT, got them the 268 pieces that they need. Now, I know some of you are trying to stay in that 201 bracket for the Dark Zone. Forget about it. Who cares? The Dark Zone is done. You have underground now. Focus on the underground, focus on the underground caches, and you will get geared up. You do not need to be in the 231 bracket to really make a difference. Just forget about the Dark Zone for now. Do the underground, and when you get all your gear up to 268, head on into the underground. You will be much better geared to handle all those situations in there. No matter how much you're doing, you're not soloing the Dark Zone at this point. I tried to solo it the other day. It is a murder fest. I tell you that. I got one green cash out. That was it. Now, before we hit up the new superpower that you need for the Dark Zone, since we are talking about the Dark Zone, I was looking in the Ubisoft official forums with the known issue section and saw that Ubisoft has recognized the bug that I posted yesterday for Dragon's Nest, and they have marked it as not an exploit. Let me just say that again for those of you who think that, I should be banned or something like that, Judgy McJudgersons out there. I just want to make it perfectly clear that this is the official owners of the game, the developers and the publishers have put a tag that this is a bug, not an exploit. People who are out there being the glitch police or morality police or whatever you want, this is not an exploit. I can't tell you whether or not you're going to get banned for it in the future, but right now it appears it's just a bug, and that's all they're labeling it as. They're investigating it, and you will probably see a fix in the near future for it, but it's not an exploit. It's not in the exploit section. It is marked as not an exploit. There we go. That is it. Nothing needs to be said more about that. So here we go. Finally, the thing that you've been waiting for. Now that we have that out of the way, we can get to the reason why you're here, and that is the new meta gear set for the Dark Zone, and that is the 3-piece blind set. Now you're going, the 3-piece blind set, that's horrible. Why would I run the 3-piece blind set? Well, this is why. The 3-piece blind set is a 100% resistance to blind and deaf. Now, this wouldn't be particularly interesting by itself, but it has also negated the disrupt sticky bomb. That's right. No more disoriented or cooldown for your skills when you get hit by a disruptor sticky bomb, because the main attributes of the sticky bomb are flashbang in nature. They will not hurt you. They will not disrupt you. They will not disorient you. You can laugh in their faces as you're shooting them in the face as they have just wasted their sticky bomb in order to try and get you. Now, this doesn't work on the EMP grenades. It just works on the flashbang grenades and the flashbang sticky bomb. Hence the name flashbang. No more blind and deaf. No more disruption. Your skills are fine. Get 3 pieces of blind gear and run the Dark Zone, because nobody else is going to be disrupting you in the Dark Zone. So that has been my time. A couple of small issues to note are that the first aid passing through the ground in the underground is being investigated right now, so they should have a fix for that, and the pulse not triggering all enemies within range are being looked at as well. I assure you, Ubisoft is on them, and they will fix them when they find the root causes to them. Thank you for all you guys have done, Ubisoft. This is a great patch, and this is just turning out to be a wonderful game. And it's just, thanks for all of you tuning in to the Division Let's Talks and making this a great series. If you are watching this over at the Triton Army, feel free to come on over to Gun Brothers Gaming, where we have more of these awesome segments, and we have lots more videos and informative discussions on the Division. We also have lots of comments in the comment section. Drop a comment if you want to and discuss this stuff. This has been my time, and thank you for tuning in. And if you found this video informative or helpful, please drop a like on it and subscribe to us for more news and notes and nuggets of great information on the Division. Until next time, I am Mounty Carl, and we will see you again in the underground. Aging out.